Hello and hi. Today I am Siti Zakia binti Bardan and Nurul Fazatul Ain binti Bahrudin, and we would like to share philosophical foundation of education. To think clearly about what you are doing and to see what you are doing in the larger context of individual and social development, which is from Osmond and Craver 2007. For me, philosophical is so important to be a guideline in my life. My philosophy in teaching is I would like to be a good educator to make sure to produce a good generation in future.
Since I've come to UIS, I think I've really developed my teaching philosophy. We have such a diverse group of students in terms of their preparedness when they enter our program in legal studies, either at the undergraduate level or the graduate level. They are different in age, they come from different parts of the country sometimes, as well as socioeconomically and ethnically. So there's quite a range of students. And my philosophy in teaching the students is not to have some sort of standard bar at which I think everyone in the class needs to achieve, but rather to take the students where they are and get them to reach the next level. So all of them, I'm going to emphasize that they need to really develop their critical reading and critical thinking skills. So you read something by an author and you have to say, what's the evidence? Where did this come from? What's the bias that the author brings to it? And then, does it make sense? Do I believe this? Does it gel with the other information that's out there? Does it make sense in my own mind? And the answer may be yes. It doesn't always no, but it's that process of thinking through it that's important. So every student has to engage in that kind of work. That's my philosophy, that's the way that you're going to develop your skills, and you can use those skills in all walks of life. It'll be important in whatever career you pursue. But in addition to that, it's to take the students to their highest potential, whatever that potential is. And it's going to be different depending on the place that the students experience that they come to our program with. So it really is about a student, individual student focus that I try to employ.
Okay, why is philosophy important to teachers? Which is it's an understanding of the philosophy education will enhance professionalism in three important ways. First one is understand complex political forces that influence schools. Second, help to evaluate more effectively current proposals for change. And third, hallmark of professionalism in education. Philosophy also considered as a guideline to build up our own personality, goals, and objective in teaching profession. State our own philosophy is to make sure that we can fulfill school's requirement, effective strategy to meet success, and as a hallmark that can be the best benchmark to enhance personality to be a professional teachers. That means as a teacher we have to know what is the goals objective which is the schools have stated, so we have to make sure that we can achieve the goals at the end of the year for every year. So that is why philosophy is so important to teachers. And then a good teacher will give a good image to the schools. That's why each of the teachers need their philosophy to show to the public. And then, next, reveals principles that may use as a guide for professional action. And then, important for schools, which is serve to focus the effort parents in a desired direction. Principles are important for professional purposes that meet government's needs to educate people and produce success generations in future. For example, every school's need has their own staff, whether in administration, students and parents in desired ways. Cooperation and responsible for each roles are linked to each other in order to be a good institution. As we know, in Malaysia, we have PIBG, which is which is one of the most important relationship between the parents and the teacher. And every year, there will be a meeting, a big meeting between the teacher and parents, which is they will discuss what is their objective, goals, and any activities that schools will be implement for the rest of the year. What is the nature of philosophy? Philosophy is concerned with identifying the basic truth of being, knowledge, and conduct. Philosophers search for answer to the fundamental question of life. Philosophy, love of wisdom from Greek language. It is a set of ideas formulated to comprehend the world. World great philosophers, which are Plato, Socrates, Aristotle, Saint Thomas Aquinas, René Descartes, John Locke, David Hume, John Dewey, and George Hegel. Philosophy helps us in searching the truth, gaining knowledge, and answer questions of our life. Philosophy are love to wisdom that quote by great philosophers around the world. For example, stating our own philosophy also can motivate ourselves to be a better person or teacher basically. Educational philosophy. First, believe our teaching and learning as our primary role. Second, beliefs about student, which is a great influence how to teach. Third, belief about knowledge, which is related how they teaching. And the last one, belief about knowledge and related how they teaching. As teacher, we should confidence with ourselves, our capability, and we should know what is the approach that we may use to attract students while sharing knowledge session is happening. Teachers should be brave and try new strategy to enhance teaching skills while teaching process.